The National Association of Resident Doctors on Saturday announced plans to resume its total, indefinite and complete strike, TICS-2. On January 12, 2026, to press home its demands, following resolutions reached at its Emergency National Executive Council meeting on Friday. The association also announced plans for nationwide protests over unresolved doctors' welfare issues, with center-based demonstrations scheduled across hospitals. NARD disclosed the update in a statement shared on X, signed by its president, Dr. Mohammed Suleiman. Last week, the doctors warned that the country may soon face another nationwide shutdown of medical services, following the federal government's failure to honor a memorandum of understanding previously signed with the association. The strike, the doctors said, is the inevitable result of the Federal Ministry of Health and the federal government ignoring multiple deadlines for implementing the MO signed with resident doctors. The association had suspended its indefinite strike on November 29 after 29 days of industrial action, following the signing of the MO with the government. The MO commits the government to meet NARD's demands within 4 weeks. https://punchenji. Resident doctors threaten fresh strike demand MO implementation, https://punchenji. Resident doctors threaten fresh strike demand MO implementation. Meanwhile, the association said the planned industrial action, tagged, No Implementation, No Going Back, will resume on Monday, January 12, 2026, at 12 o'clock. Unless the government meets its outstanding demands. As part of preparations for the renewed action, the NEC directed presidents of all 91 NARD centers nationwide to hold Congress meetings and subsequently address the media. The National Offices Committee appreciates your patience, resilience, and continued support in our collective struggle for doctors' welfare. Following the NEC meeting, the following resolutions were reached. NEC resolved to resume TICS-2. Tagged, No Implementation, No Going Back, with effect from January 12, 2026, by 12 o'clock. NEC has also mandated every center president from the 91 centers to hold a Congress meeting and, at the end, address the media, it said. The association said the aim is to hold 91 press conferences across the country within 7 days to draw attention to doctors' welfare concerns. NARD also announced that center-based protests will take place from January 12 to January 16, 2026. We will then resume TICS 2.0 on Monday, January 12, 2026, at 12 a.m. NEC has also directed center-based protests from January 12 to 16, 2026. After the center-based protests, regional protests at the caucus leaders level shall be carried out. NEC has also directed a national protest to be organized by the NARD NOC, it stated. According to the association, the suspension of TICS 2.0 will only be considered after the full implementation of its minimum demands. The demands include the reinstatement of 5 resident doctors at the Federal Teaching Hospital, LOCOJA, payment of promotion and salary arrears, and the full implementation of the professional allowance table, with arrears captured in the 2026 budget. Other demands listed by NARD include official clarification on skipping and entry-level issues by the Federal Ministry of Health and Social Welfare, reintroduction and implementation of the specialist allowance, resolution of House offices' salary delays and arrears, and the issuance of a pay advisory. The association is also demanding the recategorization and issuance of membership certificates after Part 1 examinations by the National Postgraduate Medical College of Nigeria, the commencement of locum and work hours regulation committees, and the resumption and timely conclusion of the collective bargaining agreement process. NARD explained that the one-week window before the resumption of the industrial action is to allow for proper Congress meetings, media engagement, and statutory notifications to security agencies, including the Department of State Services, the police, the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, as well as hospital managements. The NOC appreciates the guidance of NEC and assures all members of full commitment to these resolutions. Engagements will be intensified in the coming days, it added.